I personally think the character was very far from myself because suddenly I was going to wear black clothes and dark makeup and be very grumpy, and so I think it was difficult in the beginning to play Sana because it affected me because we don't have much experience with acting from before, so we use ourselves and our own experiences, and with help from Julia so we haven't learned like techniques, how you turn on the character and then turn it off again. So often I went to work and then did the Sana character, and then I went home and felt a little like sad and down the rest of the day because it was like hard to come back. So this was like the first season, and then throughout the seasons I got to know more like who is Sana and who is me and the difference between us, so then it was better. Yeah.
I could also evolve the character together with Julie, so at first Nora was kind of like me, or I like Iman. When I got home from work I didn't know if I was Nora or Josefine. So there was a time I had to stop shopping because when I went to stores I had things, and then I was like, but this, I don't like this, Nora likes this. So it was kind of weird, but then as the character got stronger and more defined, and the differences from her to me also got bigger, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Because that's what's special about Julia. She doesn't just do what she wants to do. She talks with the youth and she talks with people and she asks, what do you want to see on television? What do you want to tell the world? So before the season 4, we had like this workshop where we talked with a lot of Muslim girls, and we sat down and talked about what do we want to tell the world. And because the series is called SKAM, which means shame, so what is beautiful about it is that we talk about topics that people maybe feel ashamed of talking about. So being religious today, if you are religious today, you are part of a minority in Norway. So most people don't believe in God, and most people, so what me and Julia wanted to show is just why maybe some people believe in God, and you don't have to understand understand why some people believe, but it's important to respect that someone thinks otherwise.
It just shows that if you just go for it, and like it can be other things than the law, but in this scene Nora knew she was right because she had the law in her back, so she could go to Nikolai and just tell him facts that I didn't know before I read the script, that it was illegal to just have the picture on a phone, and I think there's many things like that young women don't know, and I think it was a great scene to play in, to show that there's always something you can do, and there's always something, you always have something in your back. Like Nora had the law, and she had her friends when she told them about it, and you always have something. And I think that it's very important as girls and young women to don't be afraid to stand up to anything like this. Yeah. In Trondheim, where I live, and you live there. So we went to the theater and saw a play, and we ate some food, and so yeah, we're friends. Yeah. Of course we are.
It feels good to have people who like understands you and gets you, and we were on that road together, and yeah, that's gonna be special for the rest of our lives. So.
It's from the brilliant brain of Julia on them, because she's with a lot of the scenes. It starts with a music, with a song, and she could kind of write a scene around a song, and she's the musical director of SKAM also, so it's kind of brilliant. And then again we have of course also other people helping. But we use a lot of Norwegian music, a lot of new music, but also English and international music. And as a public broadcaster in Norway, we are allowed to use a lot of the music, and we have the music rights to do it. And I think also with this clip, the first song you heard here, that's like a really old traditional Norwegian choir song. And it's because it's May, and in May we have the 17th of May, which is a national day of Norway, and everybody's starting to get really nationalistic before that day. So, and the russefeiring, the celebration we're a part of here, the final of that celebration is on the 17th of May. So it's also sometimes she uses music I think in a brilliant way also to use some old songs, and yeah, it's a really good combination. But that has actually been a kind of problem for us too when we wanted to, because there has been a lot of interest to also buy the original SKAM and show it on television around the world. But it's a big problem because of the music and the music rights. We only have it for the Nordic countries. But you guys have seen it on the internet, of course, and a lot of.